Boom. Hey, internets. Thanks for clicking on it. I got another one for you. I had an inquiry from Honeybee and Bill Collector, and they commented on a video I dropped called, I think I called it How to Become an Art Director. So here's a card to it. So click on that so you can kind of understand the context of what we're talking about. And he dropped me a really nice paragraph about the video, and so he has been an art director for 6 years, and thank you, but he couldn't agree more with what I was saying about experience, um, more technical knowledge. So the question is, I find myself spending most of my time looking at the latest fashion trends and lifestyle brands out there. Do I have any words of wisdom for someone that has been in one industry for over 10 years but wants to venture out into something different? Great question. Thank you for the interaction. If you guys have questions, by the way, you should follow me on social media. Most of it is at Jon Phenom. So, here's what I have to say. A lot of the things that I've done within my resume is not necessarily related. Okay, I have a very varied resume. I have like 10 versions of my resume, from like just product development, just fashion design, just sort of apparel design. There's a lot of contractor work there. I mean, obviously, if you subscribe to the channel or if you watch my channel, I love speaking, public speaking, doing workshops and teaching. I love teaching, which is why I've returned back to school, online college, um, for the possibility of teaching at a college later. And so I've definitely had a varied experience. I was a fashion editor of a magazine at one point, um, and the only reason I'm bringing any of this up is just so that you know, I have friends that started as apparel designers and they just do it all the way through, right? Like to work on a music video set, work with a director, and do like set dressing and wardrobe styling for a music artist is a completely different set of skills than putting together a killer spring or fall line where you're sitting behind your iMac and just banging out styles every day, and doing research, and changing those CADs. There's a lot of graphic design that's involved in there. So uh, the reason, though, that I feel, if I can say, that I found some success in industries that are adjacent is because I find the common bond of things that are the same in both industries. So as for transitioning from art directing in more of the advertising and package design world and going into fashion, there is a ton of similarities. So I find those and I say, okay, I believe I can be strong at that already. The key is in finding the details of what is different. And the key to that for me is finding mentorship. Now, that's not exactly finding one Yoda type person that's like, I'm going to unlock the universe for you about this industry. It's finding multiple people and finding cross references for the things that are difficult, the things that and challenging. Same code switching. What a month looks like, what a week looks like. These are all questions that I asked as I was getting into apparel design, and when I ventured into, let's just say, like wardrobe styling for music videos. Like, I found a stylist and I said, "Hey, what does a week look like? What does a month look like? What's the craziest thing on a shoot?" So finding someone in footwear design and or apparel design, picking their brain and just trying to remain tight with them in terms of understanding uh, the ups and downs of that industry and applying it. Now, in applying it, if you could get into a project while keeping in the industry, that's what I would do to gain more experience and actually start getting a hand into doing it. Or set up a project for yourself and just see what it does. In terms of going through the steps, you'll get a great education and learn along the way very practically. I'm very hands-on that way, so I'm a big fan of executing and doing that. But yeah, find a bunch of mentors, find a bunch of people that will be cool with it. Use your current status, use it, uh, to give value if you can in any, or any value, anything that you have that you can kind of switch for time, so that you can have coffee with them and have them be your peers, is good because you already have notoriety in another industry. Long answer, but I want you guys to know, all my regular viewers, that there's value in this. So whether you're switching your job or you're trying to come into fashion, also it's the same thing that I've said in any of my videos that are surrounding this concept. Anything else to add? Do you have more questions? Did it spring any questions for you that I can maybe answer? Drop it all down below so I can make a new video. Follow me again on social media when you have the chance. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.